So my name is Katelynn Gotcher. I'm a junior nursing major at Tarleton, and I'm currently quarantining in my room in Legacy because I'm a residential leader here in Legacy, so I have to be here. I grew up around Christians, and I grew up going to church on Sundays, and going to church or youth group on Wednesday nights, and I thought that's all you had to do. I just thought you had to be a good person and go to church and say you believe in God, and that was it. I genuinely believed that was it. And when I got to high school, I was really involved in my youth group. I was really close with my youth pastor, and I had this tight group of godly friends when we met every week, and we just got really close and talked about God. And then one Sunday morning at church, my youth pastor got up and said that he was leaving the church, and there was no notice. It was just his last Sunday there. They were leaving the next day, and that was it. And so that left me kind of feeling betrayed by the church in a way, or not the church, but just feeling betrayed, period. And so that was around probably my freshman year of high school. And so I kind of lost interest. It left me feeling really hurt and sad and angry. And so I wasn't really interested in continuing going to church or anything like that. I had a lot of bitterness towards that situation in the church. And so I just put it on the back burner, and I was like, I'll wait until a few more years later, and then I'll start back up again. And so I knew something was missing, but I was just ignoring it. And so I went through high school like that. And that something was missing just kept growing. But I was just pushing it down deeper and ignoring it. And so I got to Tarleton my freshman year, and I got connected with the Baptist Student Ministry freshman journey. And then I started getting discipled by Becca. And Becca taught me what it actually looks like to be a Christian and to have a relationship with Christ. And it's so much more than the outward appearance of just going to church and saying you're a Christian and then being a good person. It's being surrounded by godly community, reading and learning about the characteristics of God and understanding the truth of his word, praying and praising, and then actually having an intimate and genuine relationship with Christ. And so I was learning all these things, but I was still missing something, and I couldn't figure out what it was. And it took me getting out of a ungodly relationship for me to realize that I was missing the entire point, and that I was still putting my identity in all these worldly things, like my relationship or the friends I had or my family, or just wasting my time on all these things that don't satisfy me. And instead I needed to put my identity in Christ. And once I figured out that, everything changed. And so, yeah. Change for the better.